Boston's Haitian American community faces multiple crises that stretch across national boundaries. In addition to narrowing the gap in access to vaccination locally for COVID-19, community leaders are working with partners on emergency relief for Haiti after the most recent earthquake, little more than a month after the assassination of Haiti's president. To tell us about the efforts is the chairman of the Haitian Americans United, Inc., Reverend Dieufort Fleurissaint. Thank you very much for being with us, Reverend.
Well, thank you so very much, Chris, for having me.
Reverend, I want to talk about the problems in Haiti right now after this earthquake. It was a very strong earthquake. I think more than 2,000 people are killed by this so far. But as far as getting relief there, what's the main concern right now?
Well, the August 14th was the earthquake in Haiti that hit the southern part of Haiti. The whole southern peninsula has been hardly hit again. After the 2016, we had the Hurricane Matthew. And then that's the earthquake that hit Haiti very hard. And just you get the reports already, many lost lives and just many destroyed homes and bridges, roads, ways. So that has catapulted just the difficulties that Haiti has been having for so many years. We as Haitian Americans in Greater Boston just gather together with all other Haitian grassroots organizations, and we form what we call the Haiti 2021 Task Force, Earthquake Task Force. So what we do, we gather together to elaborate, to start a program of fundraising. We're going to do that in two phases. First phase is to raise funds so that we can help the most impacted communities that need immediately shelter, food, medicines. So that's what we are doing right now. And the way we do it is to connect with grassroots organizations directly, working already with the people who have been the most impacted, working with pastors, priests, community leaders. We're working also with mayors. So we form organizations, grassroots organizations, and we connect with those organizations, and we are able to raise the funds and send them. Like today, we are sending $12,000, choosing 12 different organizations, and send each of them $1,000 based on the request they sent. They said they need tents, people need shelter. So we're able to distribute that fund to them as such.
I guess one concern here is you want to make sure that the relief goes to reputable, competent organizations. How do you make sure that's the case?
Yeah, it's a very good question. We know there are so many other large international organizations that are already on the ground, bringing the aid to the larger cities. But we as Haitian American United here, what we do, we connect with the small organizations already on the ground. And we're making sure that we talk to about 4 different leaders, a priest, a pastor, a community leaders, and also all the mayor of the town. And they all 4 are part of that organizations. And then we pick one and we send that fund, and we request also from them within the 15 to 20 days a report on what this fund has been doing.
I want to ask you about overcoming some other barriers here too, because to get the relief where it's needed, you've got to contend with political turmoil, you have gang influence that's holding things up, I imagine, and then just getting the United States government to act constructively. How about making that all work together?
Well, as you know, it's always a challenge in Haiti and with the gang activities, and that's what we were so afraid for the aid to go from Port-au-Prince to the south. But we heard reports that the Haitian government has been collaborated with US government to making sure that they cleared the way for the aid to get to the towns most impacted.
By the way, how has this been affecting people here in Boston who have relatives who live in that part of Haiti?
It is very traumatic for many families. as you know, so many families here that have they have loved ones basically who lived in that area, the south from Haiti, and many of them also lost some loved ones. So many died, and they are trying to cope with the situation, grappling with that situation, and then also they can't travel right now due to the security, the unsafe situation that have been plagued in Haiti for so many years, if I can say that. So they'll be able now to send some funding to them. That's what they need, some cash to them. But it's very traumatic for many families here who lost many loved ones due to the earthquake.
Speaking of other kinds of relief, what about the need for material things, either to help with health or sanitation or bedding supplies? Is that something you're looking for people here to help you with?
Yes, this is the second phase of operation. First is to collect some cash so that we can send to those grassroots organizations to meet the immediate needs. But in terms of other items, we have a list of items on our website, hauinc.org. When you go there, you'll see it. And then this coming Sunday, the fact that we are having a vaccination day, because we definitely understand the hesitancy among the community, and we develop several strategic ways to meet that hesitancy. We organize outdoor vaccine clinic. It's being done on a weekly basis, but this Sunday, the fact that we have the back to school, we're going to organize a back to school vaccine clinic, bringing also clinical providers just to offer backpacks for parents and for students, and also use that opportunity to organize a collection drive so that people can come to Matapen on the 29th from 12 to 6 at a municipal parking lot in Matapen, and they can drop off some bedding items, medicine items. So we have a list on our website people could visit and see exactly what is most needed right now. And we thank the city of Boston, who is collaborating with us to see how best we can ship those items to Haiti.
I know until recently that the city figures show that there's a lag in vaccination rates in Mattapan compared with the rest of Boston. But what has it been like for you getting the word out to the community? What do you think it takes to get people to change their mind about getting vaccinated?
There is a mistrust among our community when it comes to the vaccine, but mistrust around governments. They don't trust the governments. That's what they keep saying. But there are some other reasoning behind that, stating that the vaccine will kill them. The COVID-19 is not really, it's not real. When seeing what's taking place in Haiti, they don't see the uptick of the COVID in Haiti. They don't see widespread of death in Haiti or contamination in Haiti. They realize that, okay, they are immune of the vaccine, which is not true, because through COVID, we lost a lot of Haitian families and individuals. And that's what I'm so passionate about, that we form a coalition called Equity Now and Beyond, to making sure that we connect our community with most needed resources, bringing mass self-enrollment to them, helping them with backpacks to go back to school, school supplies, and also give them some gift cards for them to see. It's important for them to get vaccinated in order for us to get back to normal. They would like to socialize, but without everyone vaccinated, it's going to be very difficult to do that.
Well, it's easy to imagine vaccinations are something coming from the government or involving other people. But if people go to your event, who are they going to see there?
Well, they will definitely see community leaders. They will see their kids playing. So we'll make it fun for them on Sunday. Many just civic, religious community leaders will gather this Sunday, and to encourage, to talk to the people. And we have also some health experts. The Boston Medical Center will bring some doctors. Wellness Collaborative will do an educational speech for everyone to understand the importance of getting their children vaccinated before they go back to school. But we have the hesitancy from the parents who are afraid of their kids being vaccinated, thinking that those kids will die if they get vaccinated. Not now, maybe in 2 years. That's the myth out there. They said that in 2 years, Haitians who take the vaccine will die. And it's been happening throughout the Haitian social media. And this is where our people get their information.
And finally, we should mention the time and place of this event, Reverend.
Yeah, the event will take place at a municipal parking lot, lot number 14, that's located at 451 River Street in Matapen. That's the lot that is located right behind the Matapen Postal Service. That's where we're going to be from 12 to 6 this coming Sunday.
Thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you so much for having me. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah. That was Reverend Dieufort Fleurissaint from Haitian Americans United, Inc. We'll have more news in just a moment.